What's up, everybody? It's Adam from the Film Find podcast at thefilmfind.com, here with day 8 of our 31 days of Halloween horror, and day 2 of our Good Remakes week. As the link will show right here, yesterday's episode was the Dawn of the Dead remake. So remakes can be good. Remakes all don't have to suck, and that's what this week is about. All decent remakes, at least in my opinion. You can differ with them, and please say so in the comments if you do. In 2001, Michael Bay and a couple other filmmakers decided to get together and form a company called Platinum Dunes. Platinum Dunes, essentially, their goal, I guess, in the beginning, more or less, was to just reboot horror franchise movies. You know, try to bring them back out, put a little bit of a juice back into the horror, and it mixed results at best. They did the Chainsaw Massacre remake, the Amityville Horror remake, as well as Nightmare on Elm Street remake. None of those films will actually be appearing in the Good Remakes week because I didn't think they were very good. But today's will. 2009's Friday the 13th. Directed by Marcus Nispel, who also did the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake. Here's the thing. When this came out, I don't think anyone was like clamoring for another Friday the 13th movie. I mean, Freddy vs. Jason came out just a couple years back at that point, was pretty successful. The movie was actually really good. It was exactly what it was supposed to be. It knew what it was going to be when it came out, and so it was, I don't know, I think everybody wanted yet another sequel to that, or the long, silly, rumored Freddy vs. Jason vs. Ash, and I cannot tell you how much that is a bad idea. But this came out and people were like, well, we'll give it a shot. And I gotta say, I went into it with just kind of a nothing attitude and walked out thinking, you know what? They did a damn good job with this. Essentially what this movie does, and I love this because Friday the 13th, as we all know, kind of starts out as, you know, Jason's not even in the first movie until the last second. Slight spoiler alert, but who the hell hasn't seen that? And then, you know, he doesn't have the iconic hockey mask until 3. And you know what I love about this film is they take all 3 of those films and basically condense them down into one and then expand upon that into a brand new thing. And I think this movie has one of the best cold opens that I've seen in a horror film, and maybe almost any film. For those of you who don't know, a cold open is that bit right before the movie actually starts. You might see a little pre-roll credits and everything, then they'll get into a little scene, and then that scene goes, and then boom, there come the there comes the big title card. And with this movie, it is one of the longest cold opens ever, and it's absolutely worth it. The cold open itself is a movie unto this movie, and it encapsulates a lot of the early Friday the 13th, gives you a little backstory on Jason and everything, and it totally works. Now, I know there's going to be a lot of criticism about this movie and other, slasher-type movies that basically follow the same formula. Kids go out, kids get killed, that's it. And you know what? They're right. It's a valid complaint in a lot of ways, but at the same time, that kind of formula, I believe, while it can be boring and sad and just like, oh god, really, they're recycling that again, it can also be a warm, comforting blanket, you know? You know what you're expecting when you get in, and the formula is there, and the formula works, and that's why things are fun, is because the formula works. And I think this movie does a good job of that. I think Marcus Nispel does a good job. Too bad that he went on later to direct the Conan the Barbarian movie. Whew, that was not fun. That was horrific. But, yeah, so that is it. The only thing that I can really say that I have a complaint about this movie is that the kills are all fairly similar in as much as they're all versions of stabbing. They set up a couple of things, and you're like, there's one where a kid is trapped in like a little garage or workshop type thing, and you see, like what could easily be a murder weapon off in the distance, and you're like, oh yeah, there we go, that's going to be the one, that's going to be a big thing, and then nothing comes of that, and so it's kind of disappointing on that. So that's my only complaint, is that the kills could have been more varied, but you know what, it was a fun ride. It's the kids are they're jerks, you want them to die, and when they do, it's satisfying. So Honestly, it's all I wanted. It's what they gave me, and I walked away happy. So that is today's movie, 2009's Friday the 13th, the reboot, directed by Marcus Nispel. If you have any comments, questions, suggestions, feel free to email me at thefilmfind@gmail.com. Please leave a comment below, subscribe, and please go to thefilmfind.com. There you'll find the links to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, all that crap. So please do that, and come back tomorrow for yet another day of Halloween horror. Till then, I'm Adam Portress. Take it easy, guys.